How good can Cyber Dragon be in Duel Links? Let's discuss.
You're a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is another discussion video for Duel Links. I love doing them, so if you have any discussion topics to suggest, leave them in the comments down below and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next ones. Cyber Dragon is finally in Duel Links. One of the most requested cards in the history of the game can be obtained from the new main box, Cybernetic Rebellion. First things first, the only cyber support in the box is Cyber Dragon himself, along with Cyber Twin Dragon. So pretty much this is the attraction of the box, but it's not actually boosted by the rest of the box itself. Now, Cyber Dragon's effect says if your opponent controls a monster and you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. Cyber Twin Dragon's effect says that it can make a second attack during its battle phase, and of course it needs 2 Cyber Dragons in order to be fusioned into. So in this video I'm gonna help you decide if you want to buy Cyber Dragon or not, and maybe if you want to buy, maybe it's your favorite card, how exactly can you build around it, if you can build a cyber deck or not. Let's see what other cyber cards are in the game to support these 2 new ones. As you would expect, nothing really extraordinary, but let's take a look. First, Cyber Dragon Sway takes a 300 attack boost if it attacks, and also adapts the name Cyber Dragon on the field if you reveal a spell card in your hand, and that can lead to some big fusion summons. Then we have Cyber Dragon Dray, probably the best support in the game for Cyber Dragon and a card you want to play 3 of. It can also adapt the name Cyber Dragon, but not only on the field to help with fusion summons, in the graveyard as well. It can increase the level of your Cyber Dragon named monsters on the field to 5, so that is very useful paired up with beatdown. It can also protect a Cyber Dragon monster for a turn if it is banished. Cyber Laser Dragon is a 7-star monster with a good effect at first glance, but needs Photon Generator unit in order to be summoned, and that needs 2 Cyber Dragons distributed from your field, which can be a tough requirement to meet. Cyber Barrier Dragon along with Attack Reflector unit are really bad. Barrier has high defense but only 800 attack for a card that needs to be in attack position to resolve its effect, and is also a 6-star and therefore a huge brick. Proton Cyber Dragon is another card that adapts the name Cyber Dragon on the field, but is considerably weaker than the other ones mentioned, although you can use it through Cyber Style skill. Evolution Burst can be a pretty okay tech to get you out of tough situations. Cyber Repair Plant can be an inconvenient searcher. Without a Cyber Dragon in the graveyard, you cannot use it. Cyber Network is super slow and also isn't really worth a spot in your deck in my opinion. Cyber End Dragon is the equivalent of Blue Eyes Ultimate but with piercing damage, so it can be pretty good if you manage to fusion summon him. Chimera Tech Over Dragon is probably the best available fusion other than Twin Dragon, which doesn't really say much. The most monsters used for it, the better for its attack and defense points, but the bigger the risk at the same time for you to get hit by Floodgate. Toon Cyber Dragon is an interesting card to pair up with its normal counterpart. Cyber Dragon could help some Toons, like Toon Dark Magician Girl, to be tribute summoned and maybe make Toons a bigger threat, but surely more fun to use. Cybernetic Fusion support can really help you fusion summon with as many monsters as you can for Over Dragon, since you can use monsters from your field, hand and graveyard, but they will be banished. It can also help you summon Twin Cyber Dragon, but also activate Cyber Style, which is probably the only viable archetype skill for the time being. No Excuse can also be used, but it will be more of an anime type comeback skill. Now, what cards are missing from the archetype that could make it better? A lot. Cyber Dragon Core, which is really good, Cyber Dragon Nutster, Cyber Dragon Hairs, Cyber Valley, and of course cards to help with fusion summoning like Power Bond for example, and other spell and trap support. The deck has future potential for sure, especially when other summoning techniques are introduced to the game, but to be honest, I don't really see it making a huge impact now. Imagine that from what we have, you can't even have a card adapt the name Cyber Dragon in your hand, only on the field or graveyard. But let's focus on what we have. Maybe we can make something work using Sway, Dray, Cyber Style, Cybernetic Fusion support or Polymerization, and the new box cards along with cards like Light Hex Shield Fusion, Evolution Burst and then staples of the current meta. Either back row hate because Cyber Dragons have none, or protection if needed. I think that is the best bet we have as Cyber archetype goes, in order for it to be somewhat competitive. I don't think it will be anything amazing though. But what other decks can benefit from Cyber Dragon's arrival? The only thing that makes sense to me right now is Synchro decks, because Cyber Dragon can lead to an easy level 7 or 8 Synchro summon. Other than that, maybe in a Tribute Summon heavy deck. Then, not much else. You have to think about the fact that we are at a meta where 2100 attack is not considered that strong, since high attack monsters can be special summoned with ease from almost every meta deck. In conclusion, Cyber Dragon is a good card that would make you be more comfortable going second in some situations and has high future potential, but for now it's mostly a hype card to sell the new main box. His archetype may see some play, especially for fun, and Cyber Dragon may also be used as a tech for tribute or synchro summoning. Cyber Style and Beatdown are some skills I can see doing good with the deck. Maybe a deck using Cyber Dragon can get King of Games with the right amount of effort and also correct deck building, although it's pretty early to tell. But don't expect to buy the card just because it's hyped up and dominate rank. What do you think about Cyber Dragon's arrival? Are you excited to build something with your favorite card, maybe even if it's not that competitive? Did I miss something? Let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe for more videos like this and leave a like if you found the video helpful. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.